looking good first. Here first. Yeah. Very good. Thank you.
You know what? We did have a little system, but...
Oh, sorry.
There's one more.
We all have
welcome everybody for coming to this Markham Stouffville Hospital lunch. And when I look around here, I mean, many of us say, well, long time no see, that's the first thing you talk, because we have been trapped too long at home, and it's good to see everybody to come out for this, especially for this event with Markham Stouffville Hospital, because I remember many of you were here a few years ago before the COVID, and I'm grateful that you are here again today. And more importantly, I mean, Kenny and I will tell you, I mean, what we have achieved over the past number of years, and then we have achieved our first $1 million milestone. But having said that, I mean, the completion of the first million is the beginning of second million. And so I still count on each and every one of you to continue to support Markham Stouffville Hospital, to continue to support our mission, to make sure this second million will come sooner rather than later. Thank you very much.
Alan 你讲的东西，他讲了，我没什么东西可以讲，但是呢，我也想强调一点呢，就是呢，非常多谢大家的支持医院的这个活动，因为呢，医院很多所有的设备呢，都是政府没有钱给他们买的，所以你们捐的款都是用在非常好的用途上面比方一个 MRI machine 一个很普通的一个劳动的一个量血压的机器，都是要用大家的捐的款来去买的。还有一个呢，我们华人在湾景里边呢是有40%是华人，所以呢，我们应该更加加强我们有捐款的力度那么医院基金委每一年都有筹超过1000多万的，知道吗？但是我们呢是这2-3年筹了100万，这个呢是用苏北话讲是毛鱼，怎么了？希望大家我们有继续努力，我们可以更快更多来筹款支持我们的社区医院，等大家有美好健康的生活。谢谢。英文的。
Oh, okay. In November 26th, just mark your dates. I mean, everybody got your cell phone, just mark your calendar. November 26th. It's very important to mark your calendar because we are going to have our first gala dinner for the evening for the Markham Stouffville Hospital to continue to advance our mission for our $2 million. So we will, for the first time, not for Markham Stouffville Hospital, for this Chinese leadership, the fortune Chinese culture that we are doing for this $2 million. So this was the first gala, and more importantly, and I said it before, I'm going to repeat it myself, that I look in the support for each and every one of you here, and also your network, to support this event to make sure it will be a successful, glamorous, enjoyable event, and more importantly, it has a charity clause for the Markham Stouffville Hospital. Thank you.
Thank you. 谢谢。所以呢，大家呢，希望呢，可以在你的 热情表上边呢 mark 了就是标志今年的11月28号26，11月26号 ，OK， 11月26号星期六，这个是很重要的日子，就是我们多夫议员华人社区基金会呢是第一次举办一个盛大的一个筹款晚宴，所以希望大家所有这边的朋友都会支持出席，还有呢，不单只是支持出席，就是呢，希望你也邀请你的朋友，我们要把我们这个华人社区理事会呢要扩大 ，OK， 发出去啊，几多人来支持我们议员，好，谢谢啊，
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Suzette Strong, and I'm the CEO of the Markham Stovall Hospital Foundation, and I just want to say a few quick words to welcome you, and for many of you, welcome you back. It is really great that we're back at our annual Fortune Leadership Council Luncheon, because we not only bring together friends and supporters from a long time for our hospital, but it's a wonderful way to introduce you to new friends who support our hospital. So thank you for coming together. We originally had this planned, as you know, to piggyback onto some wonderful celebrations for the Chinese New Year. Rightly bumped back now, and one of the things that was written in my notes was to mention that we sort of coordinated around Asian Heritage Month, which you heard from the mayor. But I have to tell you, even before the country declared celebrating the generous support, the leadership, the entrepreneurialism of Chinese Canadians in our country, Fortune Leadership Council people were supporting and donating to our hospital. And so it doesn't matter when we get together to say thanks and to celebrate. So the first person I want to thank and recognize is Anita Ma. I think every single person here knows Anita, and we wouldn't be sitting here celebrating without your amazing support, Anita. So wave to everybody. It takes a lot to coordinate a luncheon like this that works so well. So Anita, we really appreciate your commitment and diligence to making today a great day for us to get together. Kenny and Alan, we wouldn't be here celebrating anything if it weren't for your leadership, your commitment, the vision that you had to start the Fortune Leadership Council. And so before I say thanks and express appreciation to others, I'd like to invite you back up. I have some certificates of appreciation to share with you. Come on up, Alan and Kenny, and if everybody can say thanks to them. The other group is, that I'd like to thank and express our appreciation to is the executive that came together under Kenny and Alan's leadership. Stephen Lee is here and part of our executive for Fortune Leadership Council. Gordon Chan, we appreciate your leadership as well, and unfortunately David Ho is not able to make it, but together these gentlemen create an incredibly powerful and incredibly committed group that will help take the Fortune Leadership Council from its first $1 million milestone to the next. And there's nothing that makes me more proud than to see Fortune Leadership Council recognized in the orange zone of our emergency department at our hospital. We cannot wait to unveil that sign. Today, at the end of the formal remarks, we'll be doing more photos with the leadership, with the unveiling of the sign that you can see when you're in emergency, and one day when we can bring you back to celebrate on site at Markham Stovall Hospital. So just enjoy today. Thank you for being part of this celebration. And to gentlemen, all your leadership, we can't thank you enough for all that you do to support our hospital and the health of our community. Thank you so much. Joanne Moore, who's going to talk to us a little bit more about the future of our hospital and how your funds really do make a difference in the work that our healthcare workers do every day. Joanne? Thank you.
Thanks, Suzette, and let me just start by saying thank you so much for including me in your celebration today. It's wonderful to be here, and to thank all of you, the Fortune Leadership Committee Council leaders, and all of you. Without your generous support and your commitment to the hospital, we absolutely could not do what we do. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything you do for us and that you're continuing to do for us. So much appreciated. I do want to just take a few minutes and share some updates from the hospital with you. Thanks so much. So a little bit about COVID. You've all been living it. You know what we've all been dealing with. It's been just over 2 years that we've been challenged with the pandemic. We're now just in the 6th wave, which is subsiding, and for the hospital, we really have truly been living our vision, care beyond our walls, because as you will know, we got involved to support the school system, long-term care. We even took over the operation in the, I think, the 3rd wave of a long-term care facility in Brampton. That was for a couple of months. Great learnings for all of us. We supported retirement homes, congregate living, so we really did truly live our vision of care beyond our walls. I think the silver cloud in the pandemic was really working as a system, working with external partners. We were very successful, and I think that was really an upside to all of it. We were also able to leverage our Ontario health team. Many organizations put their community work on the back burner. We leveraged that and our primary care teams, and that's really what enabled us, I think, to successfully compete throughout the pandemic period. Right now, our biggest challenges are staffing. We have, of course, lots of staff and professional staff absent due to COVID exposure or actual COVID infection, and we've really lost people at an alarming rate. Many people have chosen to retire from the health profession, so that remains our biggest challenge. We're not the only ones. Certainly, it's a global issue. I do want to share with you a couple of updates that are very exciting because we've worked on certainly more than COVID. So this is a photo from the community center in Cornell. Many of you know, and probably many of you had vaccination there, but in partnership with our Ontario health team, with local primary care, with the city of Markham, and our OHT, we took over the Cornell Community Center. It was used as a mass vaccination center where we delivered, thousands and thousands of vaccine doses. It was great for our community. And then this was an event on March 29th when we closed and we turned it back to the city for the purpose it was intended. We had Mayor Scarpitti there, Andy Taylor, the CEO, our own Christina Popa, and a number of other dignitaries to celebrate the success of that collaborative effort. So this is a photo from our new interventional radiology suite. We officially opened on April the 8th. And then we had another internal event later, but we were joined by executives from GE Healthcare and Minister Paul Calandra. And this is a first in Canada install just a wonderful state-of-the-art piece of technology through generous donations and support of the Markham Foundation. And this marked the official opening. Just a great piece of technology, just a wonderful demonstration of how we like to be out there and be first and be innovative. So a great event. And then here we are at the Uxbridge site of Oak Valley Health. And many of you will know about this already, but on the 22nd of April, we were joined by Minister Peter Bethlenfalvy and the then Minister of Health, Christine Elliott, to actually officially approve the rebuilding of the Uxbridge Hospital. So this is fantastic. I say this over and over every time I get, but we are at the Markham site out of capacity and we need to rebuild. I'll talk about that in a moment. So the rebuilding of the Uxbridge site will create capacity at the Markham campus so that we can repurpose some of that space to deal with the additional bedded needs and other capacity needs. So a fantastic opportunity for the Oak Valley Health Corporation and certainly for both of our hospital campuses and sites. Very exciting news. And then last of all, as I just referenced, we recently have completed a draft master plan. The master plan is the geographic allocation of buildings on the campus. We've done that at Uxbridge. We have to do it at Markham. We need a long-term future plan for the redevelopment. At a later meeting, I can get into all kinds of details. I won't do that today, but suffice it to say, this is a multi-phase plan, which we've already started working on, and the building location and size is driven by the clinical services plan, so what services do we need for the future? And in the first stage of the plan that we're already working on, we want to build an ambulatory building, and we need that to move in all of our clinics, our education, academic and research activities, and administration, so we can repurpose some of that space in the main hospital site to create more beds and more clinical space, because we definitely need to expand. And then that also includes additional long-term care. We have a plan for hospice. And in subsequent waves, we want to build a new inpatient tower, new operating suites, an expanded diagnostic imaging facility, and then, of course, all of the support services that you need to run hospital services. So a larger lab, larger imaging center, loading docks, kitchen, and all of the services that are necessary for hospital. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. We do have plans to rebuild the entire campus at the Markham site. We will continue to reach out to you. We will continue to need all of your help and support and the commitment that you've already shown us. So I think I'm holding up lunch. Thank you so much. And
business to operations for Green City Communities, and with me is the president of Green City Communities, James Zhang.
Why you donate to this foundation?
Yeah, we're really excited to be here today. It's our first luncheon, and it was our first donation to the Markham Stouffville Hospital Foundation. And you know, when we heard about the initiative, we really wanted to be socially responsible as a company and as in Markham. We have 2 sites that we're developing, and we wanted to make sure that we were giving back to the community, and we felt one of the best ways was to support the foundation and become a member of the Leadership Council.
How much do you donate?
Yeah.
How much?
How much?
How much?
So we donated $100,000, and we have plans to further donate in the future as well.
So what made you just donate to the Markham Social? There are tons of hospitals in Markham.
Yeah. So our company is based in Markham, and we feel the community in Markham is really important to us. We have 2 properties where we're developing homes, and you know, we want our purchasers to understand that we are a socially responsible company. We're also a green company, so using green technologies and initiatives, and we want people to feel kind of safe and secure, and that they have their community resources available to them. Thank you.
So looking at your first page.
That we are going to proudly hang in the emergency department at Markham Stouffville Hospital. They see hundreds of thousands of patients every year. We're so proud to have Fortune Leadership Council and all the generous donors recognized. So here we go, the big unveiling. Yay! Thank you so much. So we might do a few photos. Continue.
Yeah, that's great. I'm going to back up a little bit. Sorry. Lisa, looking first. Thank you.